Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. The point of discussion is youth employment, a global and Indian development challenge. We are going to talk on this most important issue around the world. Millions of young people are struggling to find decent jobs. And in a country like India, where most of the population is under 35, this issue becomes even more critical. Youth employment is just not about earning money, it is about building a stable society, reducing inequality, and shaping the future of our economy. I will present a global picture what is happening globally. The United Nations says that there are about 1.2 billion people aged between 15 and 24, that is about 15.5% of the world's population. But here is a worrying part. According to International Labour Organization, the global youth unemployment rate is 3 times higher than the adult rate. That means for every one adult who is unemployed, there are 3 young people without work. And many of those who do have jobs are stuck in informal work, low paid, unstable, and with no job security or benefits. More than 70% of working youth in developing countries fall into this category. Why so? There are several reasons. Number one, many education systems do not match what the job market requires. Youth often lack experience, so employers hesitate to hire them. Third is, in developing countries, job creation simply cannot keep up with the number of young people entering the workforce. And we cannot ignore technology, automation, and artificial intelligence. These are changing the these are changing the job market very fastly. By 2025, around 85 million jobs could disappear globally because of automation. But there is a hope that 97 million new jobs might be created in areas like green energy and data analytics. If young people get the right training, so the real question is, are we preparing youth for the jobs of the future? Now, let us see towards the Indian story. What are the opportunities and challenges? India has one of the youngest population in the world, over 600 million people under the age of 35. That sounds like a huge advantage. We call it the demographic dividend, meaning a young population can boost the economy. But only if those young people are employed. Right now, that is not happening as it should be. According to India's Periodic Labor Force Survey, PLFS, year 2023-24, Youth unemployment is around 23 to 25%, and for young women in cities, it is even higher, about 28.5%. Similarly, education and skills are the big gap. Even though more students are going to college, many graduates are not ready for the jobs available. Reports show that about 45% of Indian graduates are considered unemployable, not because they lack degrees, but because they lack soft skills, digital literacy, and practical knowledge. Our education system often focuses on theory rather than problem solving or hands on skills. So, we have the graduates, but not always employable ones. Let us look at where our people work. Agriculture still employs about 42% of Indians, but contributes only 18% of the GDP. That means lots of people are stuck in low income and low productivity work. Manufacturing has not expanded enough, and high paying sectors like information technology or finance are accessible only to the educated urban elite. This creates a rural and urban divide. Repeat, creates a rural urban divide. Rural youth have far never opportunities. There are gender and social barriers also. We also need to talk about women and marginalized groups. Only about 25% of Indian women participate in the labor force compared to the 70% of men. Why? Because of limited childcare, unsafe transport, family expectations, and lack of support for working women. Similarly, young people from scheduled caste and tribes often face higher unemployment and lower wages. So, the youth unemployment challenge is also a social equality issue. The pandemic of COVID changed everything. Millions of young people lost their jobs during COVID 19, especially in informal sectors. At the same time, the rise of gig platforms like Zomato, Swiggy, and Uber created new kinds of jobs, but most of them come without job security, health benefits, or social protection. Now, automation and artificial intelligence are taking over routine tasks also. Studies say that by 2030, up to 69 million Indian jobs could be automated, but 30 million new jobs could also appear in new fields. If we invest in reskilling and digital training, there are government efforts and policies, but there is a wide gap also. India has tried several policies to tackle youth unemployment, like number one, Skill India Mission 2015. It trained about 40 million youth, but only around 20 to 30% actually got job. Why? Because training often does not match what industries need. Number 2 is Startup India. Encouraged entrepreneurship and created more than 1.2 million jobs, but most benefits went to urban areas and educated elites. Rural and small town youth are still left behind. Number 3, Digital India improved connectivity and digital access, but rural internet coverage is still below 50%, limiting opportunities. Women focused initiatives. Policies exist to promote women's work, but implementation is weak. Better child care, safety measures, and workplace equality are needed. In the last but not the least, manufacturing and green jobs. The production linked incentive scheme has helped create some new jobs, but we need stronger support for small and medium businesses because they employ the majority of young workers. So, friends, what is holding us back? The problem is not always the lack of ideas, the problem is implementation. Many government programs look good on paper, but not always relevant for the needs and do not work well on the ground because they are top to down designed in Delhi and not always relevant for the local areas and local needs. Local government and communities often are not involved in planning or monitoring. We also have problems like poor coordination between ministries, lack of data, and corruption that slows down projects. To really make a difference, we need local level planning and skill centers, strong partnership between government, business, and NGOs, real time data to track job trends, and youth participation in designing programs meant for them. So, what should be the way forward? India's young population can be its biggest strength, but only if we focus on quality education, industry relevant training, promote entrepreneurship both in urban and rural areas, close the digital divide by expanding internet and tech access, ensure women's safety and equal opportunities, and build institutions that actually deliver on promises. If we do this, India can turn its youth into the engine of economic growth. But if we fail, our demographic dividend could turn into a demographic disaster. Millions of frustrated young people without jobs or hopes. To sum up, youth employment is not just about creating jobs, it is about creating the future. Globally and especially in India, we need long term, inclusive, and innovative policies that prepare young people for a fast changing world. India's window of opportunity will last only until around 2040. After that, our population starts to age, so the time to act is now. Let us invest in skill, equality, and innovation so that the world's largest youth population can build the world's brightest future. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, do not forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts. And remember, friends, empowering youth is not just good economics, it is the key to a fairer and a stronger society. Thank you very much.